Jade Cargill is an up-and-coming name in women's wrestling, having attracted attention ever since her debut in AEW. Her unique physique and strength has seen her named as one of the young female wrestlers with the most potential. But who is Jade Cargill? Very little has been said about the origins of the wrestler who is supposed to take the world by storm. This is Wrestling Up, and we're talking about Jade Cargill and things you should know about her. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Hub Official, and also follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Hub. Unlike many, Jade Cargill is wrestling under her real name, with her born on June 3rd in 1992. She is 29, which gives AEW time to shape her into a future star. Her best years are ahead of her, and given the booking she has received from AEW, it's without a doubt that she will become a women's world champion. She was born in Vero Beach, Florida, and there she attended the Sebastian River High School and later the Vero Beach High School. From an early age, she showed an inclination towards sports. She went to study in Jacksonville University, where she got a social science degree. She went on to get certified with a master's in child psychology, in that she has secured her life after wrestling should she choose to pursue something else. Jade is not a normal woman and has a unique physique. She is 5'10", and when it comes to her work in the ring, it helps her to dominate every other woman. When she was young, she led her team to 2 basketball district championships in her high schools. Later in university, she was named to the Atlantic Sun preseason first team in her senior year in basketball, an achievement that's nothing to scoff at and shows her ability and dedication. The Attitude Era was one of the best periods in wrestling, and it drew in millions of fans who would watch the Monday Night Wars as WCW and WWE battled it out. Like so many, Jade was among those who was a fan of this period. She went on to take a break from wrestling for a while after that era, though she still kept in touch with it to know what was going on. Eventually, wrestling drew her back, and now she is one of the top women stars in one of the biggest promotions. As many may know, Chyna was Jade Cargill's inspiration in wrestling. Billed as the 9th wonder of the world, Chyna was a critical part of WWE's Attitude Era, teaming with DX during their many shenanigans, before becoming a single star who had feuds with men, even winning the Intercontinental Championship and battling the likes of Eddie Guerrero, Jeff Jarrett, and Chris Jericho. She was always dominant, and the key to this was her physique. She was built like a superstar and was a powerhouse. Cargill has talked about how she was inspired by Chyna, and reminds fans of her through her sheer presence in the ring. Growing up, I've always been muscular, and I used to always get picked on by guys saying, "Oh, she looks like a man, she's too muscular." And I remember growing up and watching Chyna and seeing how she just loved how she looked. And it just did nothing but empower me and make me say, you know what, I look good, these muscles look great. Jade recently got into trouble for body shaming Britt Baker. The AEW Women's Champion fired back at Cargill after comments she made about Conti. AEW had announced that Baker would defend her title against Ty Conti at the Full Gear pay-per-view. Baker and Conti had a full promo segment arguing, where Baker said Conti was showing everybody her ass, while Conti would respond that even Baker's action figure did not have a better ass than hers. Baker would then talk about how she was the baddest bitch on the block, which was Cargill's catchphrase. Cargill responded by calling her out for not being beautiful and making fun of her looks. "Brittany, you can't hold a candle to how I look. My face alone looks better. Let's not talk about your ass, Ty." Baker would shut her down soon after, saying, "Your tweets are as bad as your promos. I was the baddest on the block before you even decided you wanted to play wrestler. No one mentioned looks, but that's literally all you have, so I get it. If that was an attempt to body shame my ass, go ahead and kiss it." While China influenced her wrestling physique, her overall look was derived from another strong female character. During an interview, Cargill was asked about her white hair. It was pointed out that Cargill had dressed up as Storm recently. Cargill explained that during a conversation with her friends, the topic of Storm came up, and it was decided that she would use her hair to pay homage to her. I was just sitting around with my friends and they said, you know what color you should wear? You should wear the silver or the white color. And I was just like, oh wow, I would love that. They say, you know, you look like Storm. You really should try it. And so everybody knows Storm. Why wouldn't anybody know Storm? I was like, alright, and I tried it, and I loved it. I love what she stands for. She's a powerful black woman, and I think it stands for that same thing for sure. Not many know about Cargill's personal life. She has been in a relationship with someone fans will be familiar with. She is dating MLB All-Star, Gold Glove, and Silver Slugger winner Brandon Phillips. The two have kept their relationship mostly private. She also has a 4-year-old daughter with Phillips, whose name is Bailey. Away from wrestling, Jade Cargill is a fitness model. Given her physique, becoming a fitness model was an easy choice. She was passionate about fitness, and even when she was pregnant, she did not stop working out and exercising to remain someone who was fit at a time when people are usually at their most physically vulnerable. Mark Henry has been an inspiration for many. Not only has he been an inspiration, but he has been someone who has scouted talent himself and given them their big break. Henry was responsible for wrestlers like Bianca Belair and Braun Strowman, but was also the one who helped others like Jade Cargill get on the right track. He gave her a lot of advice when she decided to make it in the industry. He also helped her a lot when she first started training to become a wrestler, as Cargill calls Henry her mentor. While she may be in AEW, Jade Cargill first started out trying out for WWE. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE passed on Jade. Cargill signed a multi-year deal with AEW instead recently, but Meltzer reported that Cargill participated in a WWE tryout. Just based on her look and athletic ability, I'm surprised WWE didn't sign her, but they did a complete tryout and there must have been something they did not like. Cargill would confirm in an interview that she was asked to join WWE, but she decided to turn down the offer. My mother and father loved football, and I was the one. My brother and I loved wrestling growing up. Got away from it, and then the opportunity came up with Mark Henry. He set me up with a WWE tryout. It went well. I was asked to come, turned it down, and here I am in AEW, and I'm enjoying it. It may have worked out for the better, as Cargill has been given more time to develop as a wrestler and is slowly becoming a complete package in the ring. After she received advice from Mark Henry, Jade decided to leave the WWE 4 Academy and went to train at the Face-to-Face Wrestling School, which was opened by Richard Borger and Heath Slater. Later, she went to train at QT Marshall's Nightmare Factory. She has been training to be a wrestler since 2019 and has already made a rather impressive impact in the short time she's been there. Another wrestler credited for helping her to get better was Dustin Rhodes, who has been working with AEW's women's roster behind the scenes. Finally, she went on to debut for All Elite Wrestling, and other than her intergender match against Cody Rhodes in Red Velvet while teaming with Shaquille O'Neal, she has continued to become a huge presence and could be one of the top stars in the years to come. And these were things you should know about Jade Cargill. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.